How do I live so I can be who I want to be? That's a quote by Ruth Haley Barton. And I think it's a question that we ask, maybe not exactly the way Ruth asked it, but we ask that kind of question. And in one of our life maps, Life-Giving Rhythms, we really seek to address that. And how do I live to be who I want to be is really knowing our Creator and knowing how He has called us to live. And one of the ways He has called us to live is actually to keep company with Him. And if we keep company with Him, He can communicate to us. We can communicate to Him. We can respond to Him and be about being who He has called us to be. Listen to this definition of life-giving rhythms, living in a way that we be and become who He has called us to be. Life-giving rhythms or spiritual practices, and they are what we engage in to really keep company with Jesus, are the means by which we connect with God, engage with God, listen to God, speak to God, and respond to God. And one of the things that we've talked about that is true is we don't drift into this. We really, it comes by intentionality, and even today intentionality is not enough because lots of us intend to do things and we don't do them, but it takes an actual commitment. I call it being like a salmon that swims upstream. I want this way of living enough that I'm willing to say yes to it, which means I'll say no to some other things as well. So one of the things that I began to do when I did this was just look over my life and reflect on the ways in which I had connected to God most naturally, and was that in my life currently, and were there some fresh ways in which to grow. And so for me, I discovered that I connected to God relationally. I connected to God within the church, and that I loved helping people grow in the church. And as I've reflected on what I'm doing now, I really am consistent with the early ways in which I connected to God. So I hope you'll think back in your life. What are some of the ways in which you connected to God? And are there new ways that He's looking for you to connect with Him? And or are there old ways that He wants to bring forward? If you want to learn more about this, look at the book, Listen to My Life, and the particular map, Life-Giving Rhythms. You can see that at www.onelifemaps.com. This is Sybil Towner, co-author of Listen to My Life. Thank you.